Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Why you can't just be around anybody and find yourself spending most of your time alone. You can't be just around anybody because there are certain things, number one, you're supposed to be doing with your time. And it's because you have a purpose. When you have a purpose and a plan for your life, you can't just be around anybody and everybody because people will try to pick and prod at you to try to figure out what you're doing. People are nosy. When people don't want you to succeed, they want to get in your head and they want to get in your business and they want to try to change your view of what it is you're doing with your life. And when you're working towards becoming something, like I know you are, that's why you clicked on this video and that's why you're subscribed to this channel. You want to do something big with your life. And when you want to do something big with your life, you're going to have to go through a period of being alone and not being around many people. You're going to have to separate yourself from family, friends, everybody. May not even be able to be in a relationship because you are going to have to take your time very seriously. And I know you take your time very seriously. You're going to have to use every bit, every moment, every second of your day to advance yourself and to become better at what it is you want to do because you're not playing. You know that life is supposed to be taken seriously. You know that you only get a certain amount of time to do what you need to do with your life. And you don't want to still be trying to do the same thing 5, 10 years later. You want to advance. You want to be able to move forward with your life. You don't want to be in the same place that you were last year. If you're going through something, you're not the type of person that is just going to just laugh through the pain and not do anything about the rain. You're not going to stand outside with in the rain and just let the water hit you. You're going to get an umbrella. You're going to open the umbrella. You're going to put it over you. You're going to stop it from raining on you. You're going to prevent yourself from having to go through things. You're not just going to go through things and just be like, oh, well, I'm going through things. Things are happening. You want to prevent what you see coming. You see that there's something coming and you want to be ready for it. You want to be ready for what is coming. You want to take hold of the situation. You are the type of person that wants to take charge in their life. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to take charge in your life. It's just that you're not going to be able to do it around everybody. You're not going to be able to take charge of your life around everybody. There's going to be certain people who are not going to like seeing you make the specific changes in your life that you're making. It's going to be something that goes off in them because it's something going off in you. And it's a positive reaction in you, but that positive reaction, your drive, your positive energy, your determination, that can possibly make something negative go off in someone else because their energy is just not there. They don't know how to develop the amount of energy to use the powers that they have and take hold of their life to become successful. It's just not in them. They don't have the drive. They don't have that force that is pushing them and propelling them into the realms of success. They don't want to be successful. They are happy with where they're at. But at the same time, they're lying to themselves because everybody wants more out of life. Some people, they just sweep their dreams under a rug. Some people sweep their goals, their things that they want to achieve, be, and do, they just sweep it under a rug. And you make them realize that they did not move forward with what they wanted to be in life on their dream and their goals. You make them realize that they put their goals aside to go watch television. They put their goals aside to go hang out with friends. They put their goals aside to go take naps and to sleep and to just not be productive. You are a go-getter, and you're not going to let days go by. You're not going to just waste your time. You're not going to hang out with friends. Not to say you don't like your family, your friends. You not to say you don't like company. Not to say you don't like companionship. All right, but you're a lone wolf when it comes to what you need to do with your life. If your life is not how you want it to be, you separate. You're the type of person that, I see y'all when I get back. My house is burning right now. There's a burning house right now, and if y'all not gonna help me put it out, I gotta put on this fire suit. I gotta go fill up this fire truck. I gotta go put gas in the fire truck, put water in the fire truck, make sure the hose is working right, attach the hose to the fire hydrant. I gotta get the ladder. I gotta make everything, make sure the car's tuned up, make sure that the fire truck is clean and ready to go. All right, make sure I got everything that I need, all my tools, all my kits, everything. I have to make sure everything is in place so I could go put this fire out. But people will be living in a burning house and acting like it's not on fire. They just walk. It's getting hot in here, man. I know. Oh well, I lived a long life. People just don't care, but you care. You will do what you need to do to make sure that you have the life that you want. And you know that wanting more out of life is not a sin. Wanting more out of life, wanting to be successful, is nothing wrong with that. It's not against anything that is not against anything that a person is allowed to do for their life or able to do for their life. And people will just treat you different, and it's draining. You don't want to have to go through the processes of trying to be successful and being treated different at the same time. All right, when you are trying to be something and you have a destiny and you have a purpose, it's something that you see for yourself, something that you want to do for yourself. People will call you selfish, and people will say you don't like them, and people will say all you do is care about you, when they don't even realize they're involved in you wanting to be successful. Like, you just gonna just not bless them in any kind of way, or you're not going to want to be around them. It's just it takes a lot of headspace, it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of focus, it takes a lot of energy for a person to want to do something great and something monumental. You are a monumental person. You want to do something monumental. You want to do something monumental. All right. And when you want to do something monumental, it takes a lot of your mental space, capacity, ability, and you don't have time to argue with people. You don't have time to deal with people in their attitude just because they think it's a crime or a sin for you to want to be better than you already are. You don't have time to get into fights and to get into arguments and to get upset and irritated by people trying to get in your way. And when somebody's working towards success and somebody's working towards their the lesser version of themselves where they're already at, it's going to be some there's going to be some friction, and you don't want to have to deal with the back and forth. People trying to get in your way, people trying to irritate you, people knowing it's something that you want to do and they don't care because they're not there mentally. They're where they're at mentally. If you are trying to go somewhere else in your life, you're going to have to go somewhere else in your mind. And if there are people around you who just aren't there in their mind, it's going to pull you down. And if you're around them, you're going to be letting them pull you down by default. It's going to take so much energy from you to have to fight just to become successful. It's already a fight already to become successful, because people can smell and sniff out success on you. People can tell that you're not the average bear. That's why they poke the bear. People can tell that you're somebody different. They could tell that you want to do more with your life. You want to do something bigger with your life. You want to do something better with your life than just what you see everyday people doing in society. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just that there's so many people that just, you know what, I'll settle for less and I'm cool with that. Well, not everybody is cool with that. Not everybody is cool with settling for less. There are people who want more. All right, men don't just settle for what their fathers have. They want more out of life. You're not just supposed to settle for what your father has or what anybody has. All right, that's a quote. You are supposed to want to do more with your life. And when you want to do more with your life, you're going to have to do more with your time. And that's going to require a lot of alone time. All right, that's why you find yourself not wanting to be around other people. Not that you don't want to be around them, you just don't want to be around them because of what it turns them into when they're around somebody that's working towards something great. They can feel the energy. They know you're working towards something great, and it turns them and it brings the hatred out of them. And you don't need people hating on you directly that close to you, especially if they're trying to figure out what you're trying to do, get in your head, make you doubt yourself, fill your mind with doubt, make you second guess yourself. Who needs that? It's like they're trying to create mental blocks for you because they have mental blocks. People who don't choose to go be successful, it's something within themselves that they didn't believe. It's something about their goal that they didn't believe could happen. And they want to try to fill your mind with those mental blocks, the doubt, the worry, the I can't do this. All right. They want to fill your mind with I can't, I can't, I can't. And the fact that you're thinking I can, I can, I can, there's friction. There's going to be pushback. Who has time to work on themselves and constantly be just pushing this weight off of them every time somebody wants to come around and be negative because you're doing something with your life and they're not? This person could have become successful already. This person could have went to college. This person could have a Fortune 500 company. All right, it's all about excuse me. It's all about the level people are at now. People could have become successful, but if you're going to do something that's going to end up putting you above them or making you greater than them, they could potentially feel some type of way about it. No matter how many achievements they make, a jealous person is going to feel insecure once they sense that somebody else is doing something that could potentially make them greater or potentially make them feel like they're being outdone. It's because if they're catching the vibe that you're trying to outdo them, you're not trying to outdo them. All you're doing is outdoing yourself, outperforming yourself, and wanting to be better than the person you were yesterday. But there are some people who have a problem with that because they have an idea of you and they want to keep you held down, trapped, and imprisoned in that idea of you that they've created in their mind, which allows them to be comfortable and not feel insecure. So you can't just be around anybody. This could be friends. This could be anybody. You're chilling with a friend. They see all these new things you're doing. Now this person ain't your friend no more. You knew this person for X amount of plus years. Now this person don't even want to kick it with you no more. And when they do come around, oh man, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that. Oh, okay. Well, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that. You ain't coming over here no more. I'm not answering your calls. I'll probably put the block on you. And that's why you can't just be around anybody. You find yourself spending most of your time alone because people are just too negative. People are too negative and they don't want anything out of life. And it's hard to be around people who don't want anything out of life. They make that your fault because they don't want to excel. They make it your fault because they don't want to succeed. They make it your fault because they don't want to raise the bar for themselves. They don't want to self-educate. You're supposed to learn, baby, learn. You're supposed to learn everything that you can. You're supposed to be reading everything that you can get your hands on. But there are people who feel they don't need to do anything else. I did everything I need to do and that's it. If somebody comes around me and makes me feel like I need to do more, I'm gonna destroy them mentally and try to break them down. And there are some people who haven't done anything that are just okay with that. And then that's even worse because they have the same mindset. At least this person that did something, you ain't got to worry about them like that because they're just 50-50. They just don't want to see you be better than them. The person who didn't accomplish anything, they just don't want you to accomplish nothing just like them. So that's even worse. So when you're working on yourself, you're working on becoming successful, and which you are, because you subscribe to this channel. I know you want to do something big. If you're watching the video up to this point, I know you got some big goals and some big dreams, and you can't just put yourself around anybody. That's what you've been peeping lately. People are giving the energy that, yo, I just can't be around you like that because The energy that you're giving off is telling me that you don't want me to have anything. You just want me to sit around, be nothing, do nothing, and have nothing, like you're doing. To just be quite frank and to call a spade and to be honest about it, it's like even if they aren't doing anything, they just don't want you to outdo them. They don't want you to be better than what you're doing. It's going to make them feel like they're being left behind. It's going to create anxiety for them. Once you create that anxiety for them of them feeling left behind, it's like everybody's going out on Friday night and you got dressed and they like, yeah, we'll see you later. The car's packed. That's the vibes that they get from it. It's like you don't want to bring them along, but why would you with an attitude like that? Everybody can't go. If they're not working towards becoming successful, they can't go. They're going to be dead weight. And that's going to hold you down. You don't need dead weight holding you down. You don't need people holding you down. It's already enough things in your own life that are trying to hold you down that you keep cutting the ropes off of. And little demons just keep trying to tie them back onto you. You cut the rope again. You don't need other people trying to lasso you up, trying to like you already have things, secret little unseen things in your life trying to tether you, and now you have somebody else trying to lasso your hand that you're cutting the tethers with. That's too much. All right, that's too much. All right, and all you got, if you feel like you're tethered or anything like that, rain fire down from heaven on those things that you feel you're being tethered to, or if you feel like you're being stuck or held down, you rain down fire from heaven on that, and it's going to destroy and decimate that negative energy. All right. But that's why you can't just be around anybody. You're leveling up physically, mentally, you're leveling up spiritually. You're not the same person that you used to be. Some people like to gossip and talk about other people. That's not you. All right, probably never was you. All right, some people are just negative. They like to talk about all these negative things, what's going on in the news, who's doing this, who's doing that. It's not that you don't care, but if it's not affecting you directly, it's not going to do you any good anyhow, just to be concerned or worried about it. No one needs a whole bunch of extra worry for no reason. People, when you are working towards becoming successful, it's a certain amount of positivity. It's a certain level of positivity that you have to reach. It's a certain mind state and a mindset that you have to create and be in. And the people who are around you can pick up on that and notice that, or they just see some type of change in you and they don't like it. And it's like you will end up having to mentally battle people around you just because you want to do something and be something and have something, and you don't have the headspace for all that. You will not have any time to work on the things you need to get done by mentally fighting the people who don't want to see you accomplish your goals. And on top of that, it'll just be like the negative energy will be so strong that you gotta get going. The negative energy is too strong. You gotta say so long. And that's why you find yourself spending a lot of time alone. A lot of people just don't understand you. And that's okay. It's okay to not be understood. Let them not understand you. Let them call you selfish. Let them say you've changed. Let them say you're weird. Let them say, oh, you don't want to come around no more. Why would somebody want to come around someone trying to destroy the vision that they have for themselves? You have a purpose. If they don't have a purpose, they're just not going to understand. They just aren't going to get it. And you get it. You know everything you need to do. You know what you need to do. You know how much time you have to spend doing everything that you're doing. You understand that. But other people aren't going to understand that. And on top of it, if they're not going anywhere or if they don't want to do anything, they're not going to care. And they're going to be disruptive. They're going to be disrespectful. And they're going to try to stop you by any means necessary. And that's something that you can't afford. You can't let that happen. You can't let people take you off your purpose and destroy the plans that you have for yourself. You can't let that happen. You have, it's too much at stake. It's too much time you put into yourself, and you're going to keep putting time into yourself. And that's just the way it goes. You can't allow others to try to tear you down and try to stop what you have planned for yourself. And that's why you spend most of your time alone. That's why you don't have a lot of people around you. And that's why you can't just be around anybody, because people aren't going to care like you do. The only body that's going to really care about you is you. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. This has been another DruTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Peace, love, and light. We out.